Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Utes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to the well. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
You got to have short. Quickness, that running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Give to the running back. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to escape and get it himself. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Utes look to keep this drive humming. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again.
Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. and the Wolverines will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good...
He lets one fly deep. And he's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Tight end now in motion. Looking for room. It's Hayes. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll run play action. Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Finds his man. It's Morgan. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Grab behind the line. It's McCulley. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He's got him. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying play action. Got a man. It's Klein. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Underwood. On over the middle, it's McCulley. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go right back to it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. On a little time, lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Using the quick game. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. LSU right back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This one's complete. And they'll stop it just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to run for it. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Pocket breaking down. Picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with that. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business.
Man, this is how we do